What up, y'all? I'm Steve with ELEV8 Presents, here to do another glass review. Today's review is on this BooTube by Maui Wowie. Well, this is a funky little piece here because it's obviously not glass. Didn't know what category to put it in, but it has to go into this category. It's 70% silica is what bamboo's made out of. So when you talk to the company and the guys here, they will definitely tell you that it's as close to glass as it can get. For the overall functionality of this piece, I give it a 7.8. It really works good, especially for how it's designed. I give this BooTube a 7.8 for how it was designed. It's just naturally beautiful, naturally cool. For the ease of use of this piece, I also give it a 7.8. Super easy to use. It's just great. I love it. I love the pull function of the feature. I give this a 7.7 for how it felt in my hand. Again, I'm used to glass. I like the heaviness of it. And overall, it felt really good. I like the comfortability or the texture that's different from glass. Really awesome. For water getting in my mouth, I got 0, which gives this a solid 8. Wonderfully designed. It's got enough separation there for the water to not get built up in there. Way to go, BooTube. For the overall quality of this piece, I give it a 5.7. I just don't feel there's a whole lot of glass stuff in it, so that's where I gotta knock it down because I am a glass guy and it is our glass reviews. For how are the welds, that's where it got funky again. I give it a 6. There are no welds on it. I really didn't know what to do, but there are welds by nature. So nature did a really great job welding this piece together here, and it's a little funky and I can feel it, and since that's not glass, that's what I gave it. Glass thickness. Again, why I lost points on this, because it's not made out of glass. So the glass thickness doesn't exist, but it is a solid piece. It is pretty thick. I think it's about as thick as a 45 heavy wall piece of glass, but it is very durable. Just a really great piece of BooTube. For the imperfections of the glass, again, it's not glass, but I give it a 6. And for that reason, I like the imperfections on here because it's natural to what it is. Little mark there, little whatnot. So again, it's funky, so don't get held up on the numbers of this particular piece because it's an outlier of what we fit into our category. For the overall looks of this piece, I give it a 5.7. Again, I'm on glass. I hate to keep saying that, but I have to say it. I'm such a glass whore and a glass love. It's not glass, and that's why it got its overall looks. But this piece is dope looking, especially being a piece of bamboo. So different. The sanding right here, it's really dope, so you definitely need one of these pieces in your collection. For the overall appearance of this piece, I give it a 7. It's so natural, it's so cool, and I love the bamboo look to it. I love how they put some oils on the outside, and they just made it really nice, and I like it a lot. For the artisanal perspective on this, I give it a 5. Again, nature made this piece, so there's not a whole lot of artistic design going to this thing, hence why it got a lower score on it. For the color scheme of this, I give it a 5 as well. Nature did a wonderful job with the beautiful browns, light browns. It's great, but there's not a whole lot of design going into it, put into it by a human being. For the affordability of this BooTube, I give it a 6. The reason for that is at $115, I find it a little bit expensive. Now, why does it cost that much? We have to take into consideration. It is made in the United States. Americans cost money. Their labor is high. Another thing, it's made in Hawaii. Oh my God, if you've ever been there, it's expensive. It's crazy. I don't know how people live there, but the reason they can live there is because they get paid a decent wage to live there. So when you spend your money on this piece, you're helping people live a life that they love. For the skill set of this piece, I have to give it a 3. It hurts me to give that, but there's not a whole lot of skill set going on here. These pieces are pretty much probably purchased from another glass blower. I don't think these people that are making this know how to blow glass. I could be wrong on that, but they're just taking parts, drilling holes, putting it in there. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There's just not a whole lot of skill set of a glass blowing being put into this, and that's what I'm judging this on. So for the overall score of this BooTube, I give it a 5.6. Now, it doesn't sound that high, but again, remember, this is an outlier piece of equipment. It's not made out of glass. It's a funky area, so because it's not made out of glass, it did lose some points. If you remove some of those things, I feel they got a much higher score on the piece. So check these guys out. It's a really awesome piece, and it is a must in the connoisseur's collection. Well, that's it for this glass review on this wonderful BooTube by Maui Wowie. Again, this piece is really, really cool. And if you like what you see, follow us. Let us know. Leave us some comments in there. What do you want to see a review on next? What do you like? What do you not like? Anyways, peace out and y'all have a great day.